Why won't pool people install the equipment that you bought online? If you break it down, it actually makes a lot of sense. So let's look at it like this. So you bought a pump online, you want it installed. You ask your local pool guy, hey, install this pump. And they're like, no, thanks. And you're like, what the heck? Like, I have money. My money's no good. So let's break it down. It's, let's say $200 to install this pump because it needs like a new fitting or valve with it. So they install it. A week from now, it's dead. It's not working. You contact the manufacturer, they say you got to send it back, and because it's so new, you're going to get some warranty, which is good. Better that it dies now than, like a year and a day from now, or whatever the case is when the warranty runs out. So you call the pool guy back and you're like, yeah, come and disconnect this pump. I have to send it back. And they're like, I don't want to. Like, I already spent my time there. I don't want to come back. I told you not to buy that thing. I knew it was going to break. So I don't want to come back. Now you're stuck paying again for somebody to come back and to uninstall that pump such that you can send it back to the manufacturer, as inconvenient as that might be. So this is kind of the rinse and repeat cycle here that keeps pool professionals away from being interested in installing equipment that you bought online. Yes, you want a good deal. Yes, you can get some super low prices when you shop online. You sacrifice warranty, but you also kind of lose the interest of like the pool person. Unless it's like a no strings attached, I'll come, I'll install it, it's running, I'm walking away with money, and we're done here. Like that, you could probably do. And to that extent, you're probably going to have to pay a little extra. And you're like, why extra? It's like some pool equipment that you buy online might be pretty good, and it's not like extra time or a specific pain in the butt to work on. Maybe there's some of that, but I guarantee you there's a whole bunch of crap out there that is such a pain to work with, and nothing works right. It's always missing pieces and leaking for no reason, and they just know it's a headache. And so they're just saving themselves the frustration here, and that's why they're saying no to you. And the whole system is kind of designed like this in the swimming pool industry. Like, they want you to shop from a pool professional when you're buying pool equipment. So when you don't do that, when you deviate from that, you start to lose some of the frills and benefits, like the service and stuff like that. Like, if let's talk about the service. Let's say you bought this pump from your local pool guy. Like, I'm a local pool guy. Let's say you bought it from me. I installed it. 1 week later, that pump's dead. You don't call the manufacturer, you call me. I put that pump in. And I'm not happy to hear that. And I'll see you soon. That's what I tell you. And so I show up and I remove that pump, and I'm grumbling about whatever brand it says on the label. I'm doing a lot of grumbling, a lot of cursing, saying that name a bunch. And I'm going to be talking to my representative from that brand manufacturer about how many pumps we're having fail here, because they shouldn't be dying a week after you hook them up. They shouldn't be. It does happen, but it shouldn't be happening. So I take that pump away and I say, look, I'm going to get you another one of those. Maybe even I have one right then and there. That's ideal. It doesn't always work like that. But if I have it, I install it, boom, you're up and running. I took care of everything. You just had to make the phone call. Best case scenario. More likely, I have to take that pump from you and I have to return it to the manufacturer. And they kind of reimburse me at a later date, which is like a painfully slow process that takes months, usually the end of the season, before I'm getting rebated on all those pumps or anything that died throughout the year that I had to, swap out. And I kind of float the difference. I went and bought you a new pump and I put it in there because I told you you'd have a pump. You gave me money for a pump. You have a pump. And if there was any kind of problem, like a back order, a delay, any other thing, maybe your pump just needed a repair or something, I don't know what's wrong with it, I would install one of my pumps. And it's, even if it's not an exact match, it would be like a temporary installation just to ensure that your pool doesn't turn green. And all that would be included for the installation price of this pump. And that's kind of the advantage of shopping local, is that you get better service. If you shop online, you get less service. You probably pay less money, but you probably get less warranty. People are less enthusiastic about working on your equipment, maybe just passing altogether, to the point that you're just kind of stuck. You're not sure what to do with this equipment that you bought online. And that's kind of how this works. And it can definitely be confusing to some pool owners. Like, they don't understand. They just, look, I bought it, I want it installed. I don't really care about the politics of all this. Just, I have the money, please put it in. But this is what's happening, is somebody has to pay for that back and forth. There's a high warranty and return rate for the stuff coming from the internet, and they, the professional installers know that in advance, and they know that there's a high likelihood they're going to be back here. They're going to have to be dealing with this, like, okay, I got to charge them more if I'm going to be back here cutting it out and putting another one in here. I'd have to charge you for rental or something for a temporary pump or something, to make it worth my while as a professional. Like, this isn't a charity. I can't just give my time to you because you really want to save some money shopping on the internet. That's your problem. That ain't my problem. And so this is kind of, where the different worlds collide here, and somewhere in the middle is you with your swimming pool pump. And this is where you have to, make the decision. And I think in general, you should lean towards shopping from a pool professional. We're here for a reason. Swimming pools are so undervalued as a technical trade. People don't realize how much of a technical monster the swimming pool industry is. There's so much stuff you need to know in the pool industry to be proficient at all aspects of it. And yeah, that's really undervalued. And I think shopping from a local pro would probably go a long way. It might be a little bit more money than shopping online, but you probably get a lot more, and you definitely get more service and warranty and things like that. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.